Sam Davidson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Batch, and joining me today, I'm so excited, we've got Melanie Overby with Prohibition popcorn. Some of the best, most fantastic popcorn out there. Every bite's got a little bit of whiskey in there. So Melanie, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Gosh, thank you so much for having me, Sam.
Hey, you bet. I'm gonna go ahead and open my snack pack here that I've got. So I remember we first met years and years ago. Batch had just started. I think you had just started your popcorn as its own thing, and we met, and I got to try this stuff, and it's still one of my most favorite things that we sell. So tell us, what did you do before launching your line of popcorn?
Well, I've had lots of different jobs, from a kindergarten teacher to stay-home mom, and we had a catering company. My brother and I had a catering company, and my daughter was obsessed with popcorn, and she came home every day and made some concoction. And so we found this recipe, and it was really good. And so we gave it to a catering client, and she called me, "Where can I get that popcorn?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I guess my kitchen." I'd never thought of it as a product. And then we met you guys, and it got a life of its own.
Well, you say, so it's got whiskey in every bite. What, are we allowed to know what whiskey you use?
No, of course not. That's my secret.
There you
we'll
go.
Just say it's something from Tennessee. How about
Okay,
that?
something from Tennessee. And how do you get the combo right? Do you ever put too much in there? Have you perfected it after all these years?
I feel like we've perfected it, Sam. It's been a long process, to be honest with you. The original recipe, you make the glaze, and that's what has the whiskey. Okay. And you toss the popcorn. We air pop our popcorn. You toss the popcorn in that. And then it's actually baked. And that's what gives it the really light, airy texture. It also causes the alcohol to all burn off. So it's all good for kids.
Right,
and you
exactly.
can drive home after a bag.
That's right. Yeah, but it's such a unique flavor because you're right. It is airy, and there's not, it's not an overwhelming whiskey taste, but it's something that is sweet and still has that in there where you still get that hint of it. And so, yeah, it seems like the perfect combination there, because these bags, I mean, you make these obviously in a 2-ounce bag. We've got a 4-ounce bag. I mean, these things are jammed full of popcorn, which is great. Whereas some of the store-bought stuff, the mass-produced stuff, let's be honest, they're like half full. So it's awesome because you guys just pack it all in there.
Well, and ours, the coating, if you buy like a commercially produced caramel corn, it is so thick. The coating is so heavy that when they sell it by weight, it's just because it's the weight of the coating.
Sure. And so what is this year obviously has been anything but business as usual. Right. What has 2020 looked like for you all?
Oh gosh, we every year put money back into the business, of course, so we can grow. The most recent is the packaging you were holding. We went from using stickers and doing it all by hand to having custom printed bags, which was very expensive to begin with.
Looks
and
great.
We got them right before COVID hit. So fortunately, they don't have an expiration date. So we were able to keep them and use them. But that was a big expenditure. Yep. And so we didn't have sales for 2 months. We weren't able to go in the kitchen for a large portion of that. And so it got off to a little bit of a rocky start, but I have to admit, it is rebounding. I mean, people love Nashville. If they can't come to Nashville, they want a little Nashville brought to them. And you guys have done a great job of that. So we are really on the rebound. I'm super happy to say.
That's awesome. And obviously, if you had a crystal ball and could predict what is next, you may not be in the popcorn business. You might do something else. But what does, here we are in the fourth quarter now of 2020. Are you thinking about 2021 at all? What do you hope is next?
I am.
Globally, sure, but for your brand, what do you hope's next?
Right. I want to keep growing. Fortunately, I'm outgrowing my ability to hand pack all of this popcorn. So I'm bringing on more people, which is wonderful. And I really want to roll out a couple of more flavors. I've done some. They've had great reviews. They've been very positively received. So that's something else I'd like to do.
And so more flavors, you mean different alcohol combinations?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're going to keep that as our theme.
Excellent. Hey, that's great to hear. Well, listen, thanks for joining us, telling us a little bit of your story today. For everybody watching, if you haven't yet, you've got to try this popcorn. As Melanie mentioned, it's made with such care, with such attention. And these bags themselves, the reason they're so full is they're hand-packed, every single one of them. So that's great to hear. Melanie, thank you for your time, and thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you, Sam.